What's going on, my peoples? And I go by the name the Sorcerer. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but I deserve a recharge. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to talk to you about, for me, proof that manifestation creates results. And I'm going to specifically talk about a story regarding a person that I'm particularly proud of. I won't say the name because I want to respect their privacy, of course. And this person, he isn't what you call a spiritual person, but he has used the laws of success into ways that I can utilize it as an example to help you. Okay. So there's this person that I used to be stable mates with in terms of boxing. And this person would say to everyone, and this was like dating back to 5 years ago, I think, and he would tell everyone that he was going to become champion. That, yes, I'm going to become champion one day. I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be the best in this particular department. And don't get me wrong, there were doubts in regards to people saying, "Are you sure about that? That's a bit highly, overly ambitious." But do you know what? He never ever buckled. He never ever um, allowed those naysayers to, and the doubts would creep into his mind. And here's the thing I will say about proof that manifestation works. There wasn't a day that he would not say that he's champion. He would say it again and again and again and again and again. And with regards to that energy, the truth is, he slowly went up the ranks in terms of the sport is boxing, and he would win. 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 And even to a point now, which everyone's very proud of, he actually became British light heavyweight boxing champion. And the one thing I will say is that if we're using the spiritual laws of success, he was completely in the frequency of winning because he would say to himself that he was a champion. He would allow and embellish in this energy of creating a framework in his mind that nothing was going to break that will and nothing was going to break that energy. Because spirituality, in its core essence, is through the mental, innit? And the one thing I will say in terms of his success right now is that he would utilize and embrace the energy of success. Because what comes with success? He would say he's champion, right? With success, there's naysayers, there's haters, there are people that actually want to critique you. He accepted and embellished that energy without even trying to resist. Because part of success, there's obviously going to be duality around that. There's the good things, which is praise, and the not so good things, which is critique and criticisms. And he wasn't just saying that he was going to be champion. He was said he wanted to do it in style. And the style that he was talking about is his way. And his way was a bit flashy, which is good because it shows his confidence. He embellished the energy because what happened, which was amazing, was everybody, when they reach a certain goal, they would start to have self doubt and they would start to question themselves. But there was no question about it. He fully, and this is something that I take on board, he said he wanted to have a certain amount of money, revenue, and part of that was just accepting that there were certain things that he had to pay for, which were fees, which were bills, which were certain things that had to come up in terms of like having to pay for management, having to pay for nutrition. All of these things ultimately became a part of having to pay for if you're an athlete, right? Because you not only have to invest in the yourself, you have to invest around you because you want to have the best. So his frequency was like, in order for me to get the best out of everything, I need to have to a standard that is in the frequency of the best. This energy of being the best was not just an investment that came within, that it also projected out to the universe. So he was rewarded in regards to saying, not only I'm the best, but and a success, but that itself projected out towards what people can see. Now he's able to pay for things such as his friends or his family. He's able to actually change his own life, where, if anything, he doesn't have to box again. There are things that you have to embrace, which many people don't see it as a positive thing. Many people are in fear of. But in order for you to get to a certain percentage, and goal, you have to fully embrace it. You have to pay for certain things. You have to pay thousands upon this, that, and the third, because it will churn you to result. It would get you to a level, and that level may be an extra 5%, an extra 10%. Those things matter for those who are in that energy of being the best, because what separates you from those elite competitors, and I'm not just saying this for athletes too, I'm saying this for entrepreneurs, actors, high earning professions, is that 5%. It's within that mental. Are you able to not just go toe to toe? Are you able to exceed through that energy? Because when you do, that's when you start to align yourself with that true alignment of what you manifest. Because that stops you from being like all of those people who are in the 95%, to you truly being in that 5%. And that's how he utilized the spiritual laws of success. And you know what? He's very successful, but he's not spiritual. He just utilized it without even knowing that he was very spiritual in that aspect. And this is the thing. If you're not spiritual, you can still utilize it. But if you're interested in getting any advice from myself into helping you break that down into pieces to churn out the extra 5%, that 10%, or even you need more percentage, you can go to me. Because the one thing I learned from him is that mindset. And this is why I'm here today. This is where I am today. Not just me, but my wife. My wife also uses that mindset with me. And we are in a position of abundance, like my friend who won. And if you'd like to know, and that's a sign, drop me a message, all right? I go by the name The Sorcerer, and that was the successful law of success. Claim it.